Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to share with you my opinion on the new banners that were introduced in this update. I'm going to start with the Welcome Advanced Summon banner that is available for new players, and if you don't see it here in the home, you probably have to wait for the non-stop SSR Plus banner to be gone, the first one, because this banner, the Welcome Advanced Summon banner, is only available 1 week after you create your account. So if you're a brand new player, you will have to wait a bit. But yeah, if you've been playing for a week, you will have access to this banner for 21 days. On this banner, you can select one of the two family head units, and you can never change your selection, so be careful which one you pick. And then you can summon on it using Suspendium or using the Welcome Advanced Summon ticket. You can exchange your black market tickets for them in this menu here in the exchange shop, and then you can summon. You don't get a free copy every 100 summons like other banners. In this one is more or less the classical gacha system. So when you get a copy, you reset the PT, and here you have a 100 PT. The average to max out a family head unit is around 1400 to 1500 tickets. Some people only took like 1000, other people took all the way up to 1800. It really varies a lot, depends a lot on luck. But yeah, that's more or less the amount you can expect to spend. And if we talk about the two options that you have, so TRAUMEREI or GUSTANG, they both have their pros and cons. GUSTANG will be an hyper carry when Rainbow 5. It will already be really great at Orange 4. It will do decent, actually pretty well at 3 Red, and lower dupes will be tricky to use because you don't have a lot of starting energy. It will take you a bit to stack up the passive and deal a massive damage. So it's not recommended to go for low dupes Gustang from my point of view, because if you are on a new account, you don't have the units that will make low dupes Gustang work. So it's probably better to go for TRAUMEREI if you cannot pull a lot on this banner. If you already know you're going for Rainbow 5, you're putting all of your resources in this one, you're also willing to spend money, then Gustang is probably the better option, because of the two, when maxed out, Gustang is definitely more valuable than TRAUMEREI. But TRAUMEREI is not a unit that is by any means irrelevant at Rainbow 5, is actually insane, but is not as universal as Gustang, because Gustang can win against basically anyone. The unit that gives the most trouble to him is Work, which is unfortunate because it's one of the first road blockers that you will face at around 430 or something. And Gusten not being able to kill him is annoying. You can get around it. There are some units that will help you, but some of them are not available because they are data tower units, so you cannot really rely on those. But you can somehow make him work. TRAUMEREI, on the other hand, will work great against Work. He is one of the best counters for him. He will also work great in other stages against units with a lot of attack buffs or just some other barriers. So units like Ghost, Amigo Charts, Edin, those kind of units, he will all destroy them. And is really solid even on low dupes. TRAUMEREI is a unit that doesn't really need Rainbow 5. It will be better for sure. An early special move is massive, and also the damage increase he gains is decent. The survivability from the Revolution 7 that makes him concealed is also quite good. Overall, obviously, Rainbow 5 TRAUMEREI would be great, but this is a unit that can easily work a low dupes, no problem. So if you're not planning on investing too much because you don't have anything left on your account, you cannot really push, even though in 21 days, guys, I think you can clear a lot of floors, considering the speed of progression on your accounts. So realistically, at the very minimum, 3 red should be achievable by anyone, regardless on whether you spend or not. So both options are both great. Well, let's say you want to go for TRAUMEREI and you just want to stop at 1 red to buff the passive at the maximum. You can do that, and then you can save up all of your resources for the potential Gustan rerun before the next family head, and also the new family head that's supposed to come in July or something like that. And talking about reruns, TRAUMEREI already got a rerun in January. GUSTANG was released in January. So I'm not so sure they're going to rerun both of them before the next family head, unless they release a banner like this one. But if they don't and they only rerun GUSTANG, then if you pick GUSTANG here, you are kind of missing out on TRAUMEREI a little bit. So it could be annoying. It's also why I decided to go for TRAUMEREI here on my free-to-play account. And yeah, these are more or less the pros and cons of the two units. I would say if you can invest a lot on GUSTANG, it's going to be an amazing carry unit. So I would go ahead and go for GUSTANG Rainbow 5. If you cannot invest that much or you don't want to invest that much because you're saving up for the next family head that will come in 2 to 3 months, then definitely TRAUMEREI is the cheapest option of the two and will help you go through floor 30 and above when you start facing work like crazy. So really, really helpful. And definitely pick TRAUMEREI mostly for like to counter Urek, because Eden on his own without HP recovery block and other units cannot really deal with Urek that reliably. So I decided to pick TRAUMEREI and just add him in there, and he's doing a great job. So I'm happy about it. And yeah, that's more or less what I wanted to mention for this banner. Now let me do a 30 pull, and please guys bring me luck. No, okay, it's not looking good. Oh, we got it, we got it. We got it, guys. Great. Now make it a double and we're good, right? I was at 60 PT, so this is 30 early. One, damn it, only one. It's fine, it's fine. And we also got it early. It's only 79 now, so that's good. It's fine. Now we have an additional TRAUMEREI. We have purple one. But okay, enough about that. Let's quickly go over the secret recruitment area. So here we have yet another banner that was introduced in this update. This one is the one that you can pull on using the secret recruitment area tickets. This one can be exchanged in the hard mode token shop, the Pioneer or something. Be a link to, no, okay, this one is to exchange black market tickets for these tickets. I wouldn't do it, to be honest. And the shop can be accessed from the, okay, not the shop menu, but where is that? The workshop store. Then you go Pioneer shop, and you can exchange your Pioneer remnants that you gain just from clearing hard mode and then passively. You can exchange them for up to 300 secret recruitment invitation tickets. Let me also get a 10 pool here, just because why not? And then you can do the pools here. Here you have a selection of 5 units. 2 of them are great units, but they are usually units that new players will go for. So like this guy is the non-stop SSR plus selection, the first one. And Eden, if you were following kind of my steps on my free-to-play account, you probably picked Eden as your second unit. And that is good, because at this point you can already max out Eden with just the second non-stop SSR plus. So this one is nice to get some more dupes and hopefully get to Orange 4. And the other 3 units are basically worthless. If you don't have a copy of Data Machine, you could think about getting her. But the other 2, I wouldn't bother. Unless you want to go in like PvP, and Asensio is pretty decent there. But it's not worth your effort if you're staying free to play. I would stay away from both of them. And also Data Machine. More than 0 dupes, Data Machine will not really help you if you're free to play. So you can just skip that as well and save your resources. If you're not planning on pulling here because you already have Eden, Rainbow 5, and Revolution Bomb Rainbow 5, then just don't convert your ticket or your hard mode token into tickets, and you're good to go. Because those tickets are going to expire after the update. You cannot stack them up. So don't convert them in the first place. Now let me also do a temple since we're already here. On this banner, we're not going to get anything because I think the rate is still 1%, but who knows. Actually, guys, I should pull more frequently when I record videos. What the hell happened? If you also missed my summons on the live stream, guys, you should go ahead and rewatch the live, because I was crazy lucky on my Xia Xia summons. It took me what, 420 to max her out. It was insane. Okay, I had 2 copies I bought plus I used the chest. So not really 420, but the summons were insane. So I would definitely tell you guys to look at that. And now we have our 3 red add-on. Let me break it. So yeah, for this banner, as I already mentioned, Revolution Bomb and add-on are a great pick. If you already have them maxed, you can easily skip it. It's really trash otherwise. There is nothing worthwhile that really makes sense to pull for. So that's more or less it for this one. Then what else do we have? We have the special summon banner for XSR plus Zahard. For this one, you can exchange your normal summon ticket into the Adventure Zahard data summon tickets. And from my experience, at least from what I pulled on in my main account, it took me like 900 tickets to max him out. I don't know if that's good or not. I think it was pretty average, so that should be more or less the average it will take you to max him out. But I'm not really happy. Like 900 tickets for a remake or a poor remake of an already existing unit is really disappointing. But I already talked about that in the last video released, so you can watch on that if you want more information on how I feel about that Zahard. But yeah, I don't really like this banner. The 50 PT is nice. Overall, it's not too expensive compared to maybe other, like compared to the black market for sure, but also compared to other banners. It isn't too bad. The rate is only what, 2%, right? Yeah, 2% with 50 PT, and you're only paying like the same as the black market is really good, but it's still not that valuable for a remake of a unit that nobody really cares about. So I would also skip this one. I don't think I will be pulling on this unless I really want a single copy, but at that point it's not really Adventure Zahard that I'm pulling on, but just a base Zahard, it doesn't matter. And what else do we have? We also have the special summon banner for Xia Xia. For this one, again, just watch my first impression video on her. There's not much we can say. This one is the typical format. So we have a 100 PT and then the usual cost of the black market. So 500 per summon. And yeah, there is not much else to mention there. Regarding Zahard, maybe since I'm already here and the banners are more or less over, we also have the data tower. Let me go. Is it? We also have the data tower. Now, for this one, is kind of unrealistic to expect to get too many copies out of this exchange. It's true we get 15 tries every single day, but if you didn't go for Xia Xia, and if you are a new account and you cannot clear like the higher stages, the higher areas, then it's pretty much impossible for you to get many copies. Maybe 2, 3, sure, but not more than that. And it's also a shame that you cannot access the rest of the shop unless you have the unit Rainbow 5. That's really not good. I don't like that. But it is what it is. Just exchange the chips for a free copy of this guy so you have him, and that's it. Don't worry. It will come back if you really want to complete him in the future, but I don't think you will miss him. It's just a not so good unit. And yeah, there were also people talking about if you have a maxed out Xia Xia and you want to also go for the XSR Plus, you can definitely do either way, like either normal summons via the special summon banner or via the exchange shop. You can do both. And in theory, going for the Data Tower exchange shop was cheaper and also didn't take into account that we get 15 free runs like for all the days. So in theory, I would say just max out Xia Xia first. You do the data tower, you see how many copies you can get for free, and then you finish him off if you really want to. At the end of the day, still free archive, free accuracy, so why not? But it's not, again, for new players, not something I would do as a new player. And yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or anything I didn't address. Actually, talking about stuff I didn't address, we have a new event I will spend one word on. The Melting Forge. Here you can break stuff that you are not using to get some material that you can then exchange in the exchange shop. And this is not for new player. If you're a new player, don't break anything. It makes no sense. And okay, they also did well. Now the common instruction manual are not, no, wait, was the common announcement extracts are not selected anymore, because before by default it was selected. If someone clicked add all, they also got those added, then they melted and they lost like 10,000 of the tier 1 exclusive equipment materials. Now they removed it, thanks God, so that's good. But yeah, I wouldn't break anything because the amount of material they give you is non-existent. Then you go to the exchange shop and you can really get shitty stuff. So it's not worth it in my opinion. I wouldn't bother with it. You will use it when it will come back in the future when you have more materials. But for a new player, it's kind of worthless. I wouldn't really worry about that. Just use your own materials. You will need them. And then maybe in 3-4 months, you can then break something. And yeah, that's definitely all, guys. If you have any questions, again, feel free to ask, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.